Bloodline, which is coming to Netflix as a animated series. Now, I know Blood Axe doesn't play a lot of Tekken, but me and Q have he's come over and we've spent hours just me getting my ass kicked in Tekken. And I mean, he knows all the characters. Now, I am curious watching some of this. It does seem like it's going after the story of Jin. Um, but I don't know if it's going to be nearly as traumatic as the games. Because it doesn't seem like I didn't see any imagery of his father trying to kill him or as a baby or anything like that. But it does have a lot of the characters that you've come to know through the series, and it'd be interesting to see how they do the story. I'm not expecting it to go 100% aligned with the story of the games, similar to the Castlevania animated series. It didn't go 100% with the game at all. I don't expect this to either, but it will be an interesting series, I think, to watch. So
Yeah, the thing about fighting games and when they're translated to screen, uh, the movies have usually been pretty crap, but the animated series, like the Street Fighter series, I thought was really pretty well done in a lot of instances. So I think that there is some possibilities that this would actually be, even though it may not be the traditional story, it should be some good content. It's interesting how well animated series of games uh, fare much better than live action content, and it may be just because of some of the limitations that people have versus the characters in the games. But it should be interesting. It's going to be on Netflix, and I'll probably give it a watch, even though I'm not a huge anime fan, but I do like fighting games, even though, like you, I suck at them. Actually, you kick my ass. And I'll win once every now and then, but
hey, I think we all had a good time with Smash Brothers.
yeah, we won like 2 matches out of 20. But the first one that I won, I thought was absolutely hilarious because everyone had different characters, but I picked Ryu while y'all were playing Smash. I was playing Street Fighter.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, but yeah, like Soul Calibur or Street Fighter, yeah, it's hard to beat up on Q because he's mastered all the characters. He's playing the arcades for money, so yeah, it's hard to keep up with him. But it is fun to be able to play with friends and seeing some of those characters that we play with in a well done series is always a good thing. So we'll see how Tekken turns out.
Yeah, on the note of losing the Q, I mean, the man he other than just knowing games, he has some skills with his reaction times on fighting games. But Tekken, dude, I'm looking forward to this. I think this will be good. The artwork looks pretty amazing. Like I really like the art style they're going with this. Um, I mean, it looks pretty good. I don't see really. I haven't seen really any blood in this, so I'm curious if they're cutting down on the violence by just not doing a lot of blood. Because you'd figure a game like this would probably have a good bit of gore, but like he kicks this dude in the face in the trailer. And when he gets hit in the mouth, they turn the camera to his back, so where you would normally see that blood come out of the mouth from being kicked in the face, you don't
Yeah.
really see that. So that's probably the only thing that concerns me just looking through the trailer, because a good fighting game, being shy about blood sort of hurts a bit of the of the genre.
Well, it also depends on the target audience. If they're going for a younger demographic, then that could be a reason why they would tone it down a little bit. because kids do watch a lot of these animated series, and that may be something they're looking for. But Jen did have blood on his nose there in that one screenshot, so there will be some blood, obviously,
Well,
but
yeah.
it may the gratuitous blood that we normally see in the games themselves, which is always something fun to watch when you kick somebody's ass and the blood splatter everywhere. So, but yeah, it could
But I
be
mean,
toned down on purpose.
yeah. I mean, it's just a little disappointing. I mean, the game is rated mature, I think. So why would you try to target a younger audience? I'd go full on, sort of like Castlevania. Just do the spray, man. Make it look badass. But we'll see too.
Yeah,
I mean, it may have just been they wanted the trailer not to be able to be shown everywhere without concerns of because I've
that's
seen them
true.
cut some stuff out of trailers before to make it for all audiences.
That's true. Yeah, you could definitely have a situation where it's a toned down trailer, but when you actually get into it, it's going to be a little bit more graphic. That's always that's pretty common, especially for like your R-rated films. They'll cut out the things that make it R-rated, so it could be for general audience consumption, but the film itself or the series could be more adult oriented. And we'll see.
Yeah.
There's not a rating for the show yet, so
No.
we don't know what would be rated, but it could be. So it's kind of an enigma at the moment.
Yeah, we'll see it. But basically, I mean, it's coming out this year, so it's. I mean, we're a third through the year already, so or fourth through the year already. So we'll see it before too long. So I am curious. I will say, Netflix can screw something up pretty easily. So hopefully they don't screw this up. It is actually listed. If you go to Netflix, it's listed as TV 14.
Okay, so there's a rating for it then.
It
So
says
yeah,
TV
that would
14 fear. Parents strongly cautioned may not be suitable for ages 14 and under.
fear, but not blood and violence.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It sounds like it's going to be toned down in general.
Which I mean, fear makes. I mean, if it's Jen's backstory, I mean, fear does actually make sense because I mean, his backstory is tragic and horrific, and
Yeah,
so if they may be going more with the psychological version of Jen's backstory, that psychological damage that character went through. It'll be interesting to see either way what it comes out as. I'll definitely keep an eye on it, and as soon as it comes out, we'll probably talk about it more.
cool. Yeah, look forward to it.
On a side note, if you watch, you're in the Jackson area. We are doing a competition next Sunday on our live stream. So be sure to join our live stream next Sunday if you're in Jackson, Mississippi, or you're willing to drive to Jackson, Mississippi to Vans Comic Cards and Games, because we're gonna work with them on giving away this really cool Overwatch statue that they have. We'll show some pictures of it next during the stream next week, and we're gonna have Travis from the comic shop join our show, so we'll probably have some comic book talk and all that next week. All right. Other than that, I guess I'm starting the podcast downloads back up. We've had some interest reappear on those. The numbers were dropping drastically last time I was there, so we had quit posting them up. But now that the interest is picking up again, we'll start doing the podcast version so you can listen to it on your drive home. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to check out Dicejunkies.com for all the links everywhere we are. And podcast link is there. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. And as every week, we hope you enjoy.